Listen up. I want to start with a number that should shake everybody. In 2025, Nigeria earned about $400 million from cashew nut exports, just one agricultural crop. That is a fact as reported by Business Day NG, Vanguard News, and Google reports on Nigeria for January 2026. While crude oil has been shaky for years, Nigeria is now bringing real foreign money into the country from something we can grow ourselves locally. But here is the burning question. If Nigeria made $400 million from cashew, why are Nigerian youths still jobless? Why are farmers still struggling? Why are our streets not filled with small factories that transform nuts into money? Today, I'm going to show you why this cashew money is not reaching you, where the real profits are hiding, and how someone with little money, even a poor man on the street, can tap into this, how people are creating jobs and income from these crops. And by the end of this video, you will see that cashew is not just a crop, it is a money machine waiting to be turned on. But first, let us understand what happened. Nigeria, long known as a producer of cashew, has been exporting its products or its crop, mostly raw nuts, to countries like India, Vietnam, and parts of Europe. In 2025, this trade alone produced over $400 million in import earnings. That is real foreign exchange. That $400 million mostly came from sending out raw nuts, not finished products. That means the bulk of the profit goes to foreign processors, not Nigerian factories. And the industry experts themselves are saying Nigeria is still not capturing its full value, especially from processing and finished goods. So here is the loop we are going to open today. Raw export money is good, but finished product money is where the real wealth is hidden. Hold that thought for a second. We will close the loop after we break down the opportunities in this cashew nut business. So let's talk about the real pain here. You hear the government say Nigeria earned $400 million in cashew exports, but this does not translate into more jobs for the youths, more factories in rural areas, more small business growth, more money in farmers' pockets. And you ask yourself why? Why that? This is because most of these monies come from raw cashew nuts that leave the country, meaning local processors don't profit, most value additions happen outside of Nigeria, Nigerian farmers simply sell raw produce and get small margins. Experts say Nigeria only processes 20 to 30% of cashew productions locally, leaving the rest to be processed abroad. That is like selling iron ore and letting others make steel out of it. This is the first big reason ordinary Nigerians are still struggling. So let us ask the big question again. If Nigeria is earning hundreds of millions of dollars from cashew, why is this not showing on the street level? Because right now, the system favors exporting raw nuts. But here is the exciting part. Industry leaders, including the National Cashew Association of Nigeria, are pushing for much bigger goals. They believe Nigeria can grow this industry to become a $1 billion enterprise in the next few years, and even reach a $10 billion annually if we process locally and sell the finished products here in Nigeria. That's when the money starts flowing into ordinary people's pockets. Now, we close the loop that we opened before, but first, let me show you how you can enter this money-making stream. 1. Through cashew farming with a small land. You don't need a big land to start. Even small plot of a land can produce cashew nuts that sell every harvest season. Here is the advantage. Cashew is hardy. It needs low maintenance. Once the trees mature, harvest happens every year. So in places like Kogi and Kwara, farmers are already seeing rural income growth because of cashew export demand. This is not just farmland for big people. Small farmers and youth cooperatives can benefit too. 2. Selling raw nuts to exporters or processors. If you don't have a capital for processing, become a raw nut aggregator. Buy from small farmers, sell in bulk to processors or exporters. Even in international markets, raw Nigerian cashew is in high demand, especially in Asia and Europe. This type of business can start small, maybe with just 100 to 200,000 naira, and scale up as you grow. 3. Local processing and value addition. The money magnet. This is where the true gold is. Right now, Nigeria exports up to 90% raw nuts. Meanwhile, processors in Vietnam and India make the bulk of profit. You can imagine. But if we build small local processing units, shelling, roasting, packaging, making kernels and cashew nuts and snacks or oil, you can scale fast. Some key opportunities include cashew kernels for export, cashew snacks for local markets, cashew oil and milk for food industry, cashew nut shell liquid CNLS, a byproduct used in industries like paints and biofuels with premium prices. This is where job creation and income explode. Look around you for a moment. Millions of youths are unemployed. Small towns have farm produce but little industry. Transporters, packers, shellers, exporters, these are real jobs that you can create with this cashew business and multiply job creation in months, even in years. Cashew value chain is so massive that it can employ farmers, shellers, packagers, drivers, small traders, export agents. If Nigeria moves from raw exports to producing cashew in Nigeria, that is a job creation on a large and a massive scale. Now let's look at how to get started. How to get started. Step 1. Learn the market. Talk to local farmers, buyers, cooperative groups. Understand pricing, quality grades, and buyers' sentiments. Step 2. Start small. You don't need millions of nairas or dollars to begin. Gather produce. Link with exporters and processors. Test logistics before you start. Step 3. Secure finance. There are CBN Agro funds, Bank of Industry loans, Bank of Agriculture support. This can help you buy equipment or expand the scale. Step 4. Add value. Once you have earned from raw trade, reinvest your profit into shelling, roasting, packaging, branding. Even small local branded products can fetch premium prices in markets like Lagos. But what do you think? So let's be honest, Nigeria made $400 million exporting cashew in 2025. That is a fact. But this happened only when we exported raw nuts. The big money goes to foreign processors. Ordinary Nigerians miss out. When we process locally, profits stay in Nigeria, jobs are created, youths and farmers benefit. That is the real story, not just numbers. If this video helped you see how cashew can become your income source, please hit like, comment below. What part of the country are you from? And which part of the cashew value chain do you want to start with? I will even make a follow-up video on how to start cashew processing with low capital. If I get 100+ yes in the comment section. Stay productive, stay informed, and let's turn cashew raw nuts into real business and real income. Subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Signing out.